Hi everyone, it's Diane. Welcome back to my channel, Scrapbooking Creations. Today I have for you True Story Alternative Idea video number 3, close to my heart. My conversion is from a 6:8 album to 8.5 by 11 1/4. Today we're starting with layout 14 and we're going through layout 17 that I've done. I will have one more video in this series. I was only able to get 4 layouts done today, partially because I had real life stuff like, going to the grocery store, doing a return here and there. Those things that seem like they're going to take 20 minutes, and it was like 30 minutes just to get to the first place. So I only had time today to do 4 layouts, but you will see how detailed they are as we're going. Some of them, I'm not going to say detailed in embellishments because there's not a lot of embellishments for some, um, but I did some research. I found a lady named Danielle Edwards from Scrappy Chicks on YouTube, and I had wanted to use some flip flaps, but I was struggling with some of the issues with them. I think they're a great product, and I think the way that I'm going to be using them today is the best way for me. Some people don't have a problem with what I was finding a problem with. Some people do, and maybe this will help you if you're wanting to use flip flaps. Now I feel like I can go back into the other parts of this album I've done and add some flip flaps in here and there to the way I need them to be. So with that said, let's get going. The second layout will have a flip flap, and it's brilliant to me. So again, True Story album kit. This is the first layout. I'm titling this one, of course, Fabulous, because it's right there in big old print. And it is using page 12. So this is page 14 for me. And it is using page 12's Fabulous and page 12's this outline piece that I used the inside for yesterday. And it is using this little, I just keep wanting to say this is a cow piece, but I know it's not. It's just like a Dalmatian, maybe? No, the white piece with the black polka dots. It's so cute, though. I do like it. So those are the pieces I did focus on this one. So Kraft, 8.5 by 11 1/4, and then the shortbread paper, which I had been struggling with. I thought this paper was going to be so easy to use, and it was so hard until today when I mixed it with black and the white. And it just kind of went where I wanted it to go at this point. This is a layout I will need to add some stuff to later. It's not fully completed, but I thought where it's at would be a great place to show you. Okay, so the shortbread paper is 6 by 8, and let's see here, Fabulous flap. I just removed the flap. I put the shortbread paper down and then I put it over it. So it actually comes to about here and underneath here. Excuse me. And I just adhered it down. I do kind of want to put something right here, but everything I had wasn't really working right. See, it's kind of loses it there. That was the only one I was kind of like, maybe. I didn't want to add any other colors into this. So my thoughts were maybe a black circle here, maybe a craft circle here. I don't know. I don't know yet. I'm not there yet. So I added this black piece of paper and didn't just like, it was too plain. That was before I decided to use the polka dot. The black paper right here is 6 3/8 by 7.5. This, the white paper with the black dots, I took off the flap and then I cut this 1.5 by 5, and the remainder piece was 1 by 5. And I originally kind of put it close to this edge, and I didn't care for that because it kind of stuck out funny. So then I pulled everything up and put it over a little bit, and I really, really enjoy it. I kind of feel like I need a little, maybe a black piece of, sorry, my daughter's talking in the background. She's probably saying hi or feed me. My husband's going to go take care of that real quick, see what she needs. A black flagged piece is what I'm kind of thinking right here. Maybe if I do that, I will use some white ink. I haven't tried the Close to My Heart ink. I really love Lawn Fawn's white ink. It's honestly can't remember the name of it right off the top of my head, but it's a really good one. And I will share that with you at some point because I use it on, on layouts here and there. So I will put it in the description below. Below, there we go. Um, just so you have it and you're not like, well, she left me hanging. I don't want to leave you hanging. It's a great ink. It's probably been my favorite of all of the white inks I've ever used. And I used Stampin' Up! White inks for a long time, and they just weren't dark enough. The only one through Stampin' Up! That I found I did like was their white chalk pen. That one was good, but I honestly don't really like my handwriting. And even though I said that out loud, don't hold that against me. I know you like, oh, you're supposed to use it, shows, whatever. Um, I'm not big on it, and I like using my daughter for that because her handwriting's amazing, and you put a font in front of her and she can copy it. But that's what happens when she goes to graphic design school and she learns all that stuff. Okay, on to finishing us up. So I have technically 3x4, three of them, photo mats, but I just have the photo placement pieces, which are 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. This one right here, I didn't like it blank, and I didn't want lines on it yet because I don't know if it's going to be a picture or if it's going to be journaling. This piece is 2 by 2 3/4. Okay, so then I had this kind of a bigger space right here, and I had these little hearts, and I'd honestly set them on this paper because I just knew this paper and this paper, I was using these. And so I popped these and just kind of, I'm liking in this book having these row of hearts. I don't know why it's the thing right now with this book. So that's where I left off with this one. If I didn't, I think I said this size. Yes, I said this was 6 3/8 by 7.5. Um, so that's it. Oh, these craft hearts are from page 12 and page 13. And this paper right here is from page 12. Okay, right here. Okay, we're going to move on to the next page, which is the first page I used a flip flap on. Okay, so here's a photo mat. Here's my layout. Here's the flip flap. So the problem I've had is I don't like these little dots. Let's pull this back. This is what Danielle showed too. There's just a little bit, let's see, you can see those dots. I don't like that over my picture. So if I was to use this, there would be, on this, let's say I put a picture here, there'd be little dots right there. I don't care for that. And so that's what my struggle has been with flip flaps. I think they're so cool. Honestly, I think they're amazing. Brilliant idea. I love being able to add more stuff to my layouts, have it, an additional picture, maybe put some hidden journaling right here, but I kind of want to access it. So putting flip flaps on the thing and hiding my picture-ish with some dots, even though it's only a small line, I know. Please, please, please be kind in the comments if you make comments on this. Please don't hold this against me. But I found Danielle, and she showed me exactly what I'd been thinking, but I was kind of afraid to actually do it. So, in her video, she had a little bit of a trouble with this piece, with the piece in it. So I learned from that early on. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to show you this, and then we'll get into our measurements. Just put that in there, and stick your little fingers in. And oops, I need to do this and pull it through. And look at, we've got that. Now the only thing that I also was, I constantly have said it, is magnets. I have these little tiny itty bitty magnets. I know, you just have to slide them to the side. They are tiny, little tiny magnets. Get them on, I think I got those on Etsy. Sometimes I get them on Amazon. You just want to look for really strong magnets. and you want mini, micro, tiny magnets. So you don't want a lot of weight, because my magnet is right here between the white paper and the pink paper, the Flamingo, and it's right here between the Flamingo photo mat. See, it's kind of popping up a little bit here. I had to pull that up to put the placement down, and it's on that white thing. So see, if you listen here, I don't know how close, but it it holds it. That's because that's another part of things I don't care for, is when you have a flip flap type thing and it's flip flapping all over. And a magnet is something that's going to kind of keep it in its place. And see, if you look here, you can't really tell. There's not much. The magnet is right here. See? You can't even see it. And look at all that wonderful power it gives me. Okay, so this page, Kraft, 8.5 by 11 1/4. Flamingo, 8 by 10 3/4. And I used, let me look at here. I used the light side. I know I should be writing that down, and I'm sorry. I don't think about it. I just use whatever I like. And so, and then I go back and I'm like, oh, I should have said that. White is 7 3/4 by 10.5. I didn't like all of that Flamingo. I wanted it toned down, but I did want this nice border. I didn't get the inside of these pages. Like I said, life was happening today, and I had my ideas. I had things I needed to do, things I wanted to do, and they conflict. So I know it sucks when you have to go to the grocery store. Nowadays, it's even worse. My goodness. We went to this one that is not one we normally go to, and the aisles are a little more narrow, and there was a lot of people, so it's just a little more claustrophobic. And maybe it's just because of the whole COVID thing and all that stuff, that you go in and you start noticing that there's a lot more people around you. But I will say it was nice when we were done with our errands. My husband ran into Home Depot. I got to sit in the car and play one of my little games on my phone and just have some quiet time. Then we got back home, got things settled, groceries put away, and then on to being able to scrapbook, which, is the reason why we're all here, right? Okay, so I cut this pink heart piece, and that piece, let me see here, is from page 12 as well. Oh, that's right. I know. Like, I've been making so many layouts out of the same page. It's this piece right here. So I cut these in half, and you have, I know I wrote this down. I know I did, and I don't see it. Well, let's get our handy dandy little ruler. So they're 2.5 by 4. And I want to make sure that I put that down. I'm going to grab this little piece of white paper right here and write 2.5 by 4 heart paper. There. And there's my note to make sure I get it into the description, because I just say cut in half, and I should have the rest of my stuff there. Okay, so these tags right here is that leftover paper from yesterday. It's this piece that's hidden that I had left over, and I have this kind of as a pocket. Now, I'm okay with this one right here being something that you can't access. I don't know if I'm going to put journaling on it. I don't know what I'm going to do. I just kind of liked how they were there. This piece right here is the piece that's over, I guess it's this piece, because this is a journaling. This is the flap that comes down. I like this. I love lined paper. I love graph paper. This book gives me both constantly, and I love it. So I use that as the pocket. I put adhesive here and here and here. Of course, didn't put adhesive here. But if truth be told, when I had it upside down, I put adhesive here and had to pull it off. And the adhesive I've been using lately is, as you can see, here's the little bits, is this Express It. I hope I'm saying that right. High-tech double-sided tape. Where was this stuff when I was doing my daughter's wedding invitations? Those darn things kept falling apart, and we kept buying super strong I will say, Tombo, I love you to a point and I hate you to a point because your super strong did not hold those pockets together. I should have gotten that orange tape probably, but they didn't really have it available where I'm at the time. Oh, look, I have so many of these floating around, those staticky little boogers. Okay, so now we have 3 photo mats, 3x4 in Flamingo, and we have 4 places for photos, which is nice. And remember, magnet. So much fun. This is from, oh, you're kidding me. I put it away. Maybe I didn't. Let's see. So much fun. It's from Candid Moments. Let me see. I might just have it right over here. Oh, it's underneath my glacier paper. Because I was looking at this one and I was looking at this one. I wasn't sure which one I wanted to go with because I'm very drawn to everything on this page. And this one is Cherished Blossoms. I really love the feel of that for my girls. Okay, so I used Candid Moments and I used the fun and I used the so much. And that's all I did. I wanted to kind of use the times, like fun times, but I wasn't liking the placement on here because I'd already decided where everything else was going. And I tend to do that with my titles. I put things down and then it's like, oh, you'll figure it out later. So what I did, because I don't have every color of the ink pads, and I kind of wanted it more this, I want to say this is paprika color. So what I did, well, first off, I tried Melon Mambo, because I have all of the Stampin' Up! Colors. I tried the new Polished Pink. I tried second generation with both of those. No way. I tried Blushing Bride, too light. The others were too dark or too pink, because, I mean, this is pink, so I thought, okay, it'll work. I tried Mary Merlot. Oh, whoa, no, 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 no. So then I thought, oh, I'm going to try Candy Apple, because I have Candy Apple. I have charcoal. I'm going to try charcoal. I'm going to try Candy Apple. Tried them. Didn't care for them. But after I tried charcoal, I tried again, because I was going to do the stamp off version. I decided I was going to try the Candy Apple. So I had charcoal stamped off one time, added Candy Apple to it, and got that color, which is pretty darn close. Pretty darn close. So happy. And I had both of these on my I have a Stamp Perfect. This is what I use. It's very similar to a Misty. In fact, they got sued and couldn't continue to do these, but I happened to be at CHA when they were releasing these, and I got an order for 2 large ones, and I think it was 12 smaller ones. So it was perfect because I had them for my classes when I was teaching card classes. So now I have them for my scrapbooking, which is awesome. So I had both those stamps in there, and I just restamped the so much afterwards with the charcoal. So it's a little more brownish kind of, and then this, I feel like it matches pretty good. So that was a really fun accident, and I was hopeful that something would work, and it did. In a perfect world, within the next few months, I will have all those ink pads. But my husband's in the same room and he's not listening. Oh, what? Yeah, he's kind of listening now. Probably because I looked at him. Shouldn't do that. Okay, word to the wise. When you're going to spend a boatload of money on stamp stuff, don't make eye contact with your husband. Love you. So we'll hold that off until, he forgets. Or he's asleep and I tell him what I was going to do and then he doesn't realize. Okay, so well, there's that layout again. So this was so much fun is number 15. Okay, I love this waterfall piece. Okay, I wanted to use it from the time I saw it. And I didn't care for the pink part as much as I liked this kind of, I don't know, marbly, what's it got? Kind of like a Sundance, a little bit of a pinkish, so probably the Flamingo Sundance, and then this could be mint. I kind of chose Glacier when I was laying. Oh, sorry, I've got a photo mat on there. I've got Glacier right here. Here. So I kind of it's kind of a mint glacier, but I thought, you know what? I like it. I like the feel of it. This is more of a glaciery with mint. So I went with glacier for my background. So the base is the Kraft 8.5 by 11 and a fourth. The glacier is 8 by 10 and 3/4. I did 2 photo mats in Kraft at 3 by 4 and 5 photo mats in 3 by 3 and a fourth. Okay, so instead of leaving these tags whole, because they were kind of big and I kind of wanted, I just changed it. That, we'll leave it at that. I just changed it. I also adhered these little holes down, and I put this photo mat here to kind of cover up. Here's those dots. You can kind of see them, and then there's a little hole right there for this piece that is just a flap or a page in the book. Okay, so what I did, had to use my magnets. I'm going to actually move this last page out of here because, you know, it's a surprise. It's not really that big of a deal. So the first magnet's right here. The second magnet is right here by the third, and then there's a magnet right here as well. This one I actually put 2 magnets on, and then there's a magnet here, and then there's a magnet here, and then there's a magnet right there. So they all flap down. Okay, so I'm going to take these apart, and I have not tried this, so this is probably my stupidest idea of trying this out the first time on video. But what I did was I cut 4 lines here. There, cut the heck out of that sucker. So let's see if we can do this and how it'll look. Okay, so it's going in. The one thing I will say is in making this choice, this is definitely where this page protector will be. There's no moving this one around. If I put another layout with this, it has to, oh, that did nice. It has to go on the other side of this one, and it could have flips and flaps, but it would be one I would do later rather than as this is happening. Okay, so here we go. Number 3 and number 4. Oh gosh, we're at 22 minutes. I am so sorry. I really am trying not to be so long-winded. Okay, so the first one would be the 100% fun. And I won't take this apart. I will leave this one in here. The second one, let's make sure I did that right. Yep, 100% fun. The second one is live more. Just going to go this, nope, goodness gracious. Okay, yep, live more. Okay, and then today was awesome, because, every day with me is awesome. Actually, I said something like that to my kid the other day. We were at Hobby Lobby yesterday, actually, and she's like, "You are an awesome mom," and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I love you." Yeah, I love when my kids love me. Okay, so isn't that cool? Doesn't that just like open up the world for you to use flip flaps and not have that adhesive showing? If it was something that bothered you, if it was something that didn't bother you, nope, don't worry. It's all good. I'm glad you like them. I had an issue, but look at this. I can do this. I have these now, and the magnets keep them down. This one is a lot, let's see, a lot wider than I had anticipated, but I really like it. And I like that I used punches on this. So originally I was going to use this, it's a Stampin' Up! Like washi tape punch. I ended up grabbing this punch because I liked the edges and it got all the words in it. On here, I used this little, it's not a corner rounder, a corner unrounder. Rounds the opposite way. Use that. What else was it? Oh, the stars. The stars. They are from page 6, page 10, and page 11. These banner stickers are from page 13. The flips and flaps are from page 13. Oh, well, the bits here. The half circle is page 13. So I'm calling this page Waterfall. I love it. I'm having a blast with that one. And I'm excited to do my next, go back and do some more of these. Okay, this is the last layout today. I'll make this as quick as possible. I'll talk real fast. No, I'm gonna try not to talk real fast because then you'll be like, what the heck, woman? So this one is, of course, Kraft, 8.5 by 11 1/4, Glacier light side, 5.5 by 11 1/4. And this was the leftover piece from this piece. And I was kind of playing around and this piece attached to it. So I just said, whatever, let's just run with it because I didn't cut it out. I didn't put just 2 little strips, which is what I would recommend if you're trying to save paper. Just put the little strips here. It's, only probably about 1.5 inches would work on each side, maybe even 1 inch up here. Okay, so this one, there is 4 different patterns. I personally did not care for this pattern, and I definitely didn't care for this pattern. I'm not a big orange person, as my husband just figured out because he's been working on some new intro to my videos, and he kept having this big orange thing there, and I was like, no. He's like, oh, it's gold. I'm like, no, I'm not a gold person. I'm more of a sage person, maybe a glacier. Love me some harbor and some peacock. Those are my colors. Okay, sorry, off topic, and I'm already running late. Just gonna have to run with it. I'm so sorry. Okay, so I chose to use the stripe and then this pink one, and you might be able to see the pattern. Those lights. Come on, focus. There it is. There's that pattern. Okay, see it while you can. Okay, so I chose that. I ended up using the oldest punch I own, my Creative Memories. We all start somewhere. That's where I started, Creative Memories. And I still have that darn punch. I corner rounded these 2 corners, or 4 corners in each one. My goodness. I added this sticker strip is right here on both of these. I added it here and here. And then the other side, and I just had that, and I shoved everything to the side because I wanted to make sure I wasn't touching everything. Here it is. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Okay, so I cut off this other side. So this was on one side, matching that, and then there was a light pink on the other side. I cut off the light pink and put it here and here to finish framing that. They didn't do that, of course, because it's just, it's an extra little bit. I chose to do that. I liked how it kind of framed that a little more. I didn't feel like it needed it down here, but my pictures, again, they're smaller usually, so that's going to be fine for me. This glacier white daisy is 7 by 9.5. The glacier is 6.5 by 9. Okay, so I just kind of went in and I used the dark side here. Went to the dark side for a smidge. Okay, the 4x6 cards are from page 14 and 15. The stickers right here are from 14. This You Make Me Happy banner is popped right here. It's from page 15. I didn't use the rainbow. Wasn't feeling it. They're cute, but I just wasn't feeling it. This piece right here, this flamingo tag, is back from page 6. I'll show that real quick. Since page 6 had like 4 pages. Okay, it's right here. And I had put a piece of white on there because I was looking at doing possibly a journaling tag out of it. I ended up taking the tag from here on page 13 and cutting it down till I just lined up this line, lined up the heart, the edge of those with my trimmer and just trimmed. It turned out to be, I'm pretty sure, I didn't put that down either. Sorry. I will make sure to get that in here. It's a 2 and looks like 2 5/8 by 3 1/8. Where did that little piece of paper go I had? Oh, there it is. 2 5/8 by 3 1/8. Okay, got that written down. So, and then I corner rounded it again with this because I wanted to kind of mimic this piece right here. And I put it over there and I really liked it. I almost cut this down just a smidge because it's a little bigger on the bottom than it is at the top, but I liked it, so I just jumped in and just said, let's just run with it. I added this little heart, and the heart here, I think this one is the one from page 10. Um, and then it's kind of a vanilla ribbon I have. It's a Stampin' Up! Ribbon that I had. I've got the twine from that other one. This was some Stampin' Up! Twine I had that I used. Not seeing it. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's not labeled either. It's kind of a thicker ribbon. It's really a nice ribbon. I like it. And then I just used my May Arts twine here. Popped this. I do not have this part attached, of course, because I want to be able to add pictures on here. But this area here is popped. So with that said, the pages I actually have left to deal with are numerous. This one, I'm not sure exactly what I want to do with it. I don't want this Sunday through Saturday. So maybe I'll just cut that. But I cut another one. There's another piece to this, and I haven't been able to use it yet. It hasn't felt right yet. So I'm not sure there. Then this one has the 3 rows of pockets. I've already used one of the pockets, so I have 2 rows. I do really like this Good Times piece right there. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, and then there's the simple things and stuff, and here's more of the pockets. Here is a bunch of pockets on one page. I really like that. And I'm not sure about this, keeping it real. I probably won't use that circle there. Maybe I'll do some punches out of it or something. But those are the pages that I still have to do, and I have extra bits from everything. So I probably have another 4 or 5 layouts to do to complete this series. And then I'm going to go back and add some flips and flaps to the pages I've already done. I will show that as one video as well, because I think it'll be really neat to see how that all turns out. And I'm going to warn you ahead of time, that video we will have some trouble with because I'm going to be leaving it in the page protectors. So there will be some shine. So I'll kind of work on how to get the shine off the videos when you're using page protectors. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to come play today. I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe if you would love to see more of my videos. Leave a comment. I always appreciate those, and I try to get back as soon as possible on those. And have an amazing rest of your day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.